Hi, my name is Tom from Realgate Properties. Welcome back to our interview with Tony Cordato, our legal expert here in Sydney. Today we're going to talk about what the benefit at the buyer go through on the vendor finance. So welcome back, Mr. Tony.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you very much. So what is the benefit for the buyers that someone want to go to vendor finance?
Well, if they like the house,
Right.
then they can go on a three-stage process
Okay.
to buy it.
Right.
And it's like a three-stage journey. So the first part of the journey
Right.
is they've got to prove to the owner that they're capable of making the payments.
Right.
They've got to show their work record, pay slips, things like that.
Right.
If they're self-employed, they've got to show tax returns
Or the income.
to show the income.
Right.
Then they have to show that they're responsible when they pay their money. So
Right.
wherever they've been renting, their rental history to show they've been paying on time.
Right.
And then they've got to show that there's no bad blemishes on their credit rating.
Right.
So they've got to have their file, their individual credit file, which shows it's pretty clear. Now, vendor finance being what it is, you can accept people might have forgotten to pay a phone bill 2 years ago.
Right.
Well, they forgot because they moved house and the bill went to the old address.
Yeah. So you're saying that we got it with small bad credit, then it's still acceptable.
A little bit of bad credit.
Right.
Yeah. And the whole idea is that by the time they go to a bank down the track, their credit will be perfect.
Got you. Right.
So that's stage one, and they've got to have a little bit of upfront money.
Right. How much is it? Will be your standard?
Well, at least $5,000 upfront money, but
Right.
standard is somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000.
Right.
Because they've got to show they're genuine. They're not renting the house anymore. If they're going to buy it, they've got to put some real money down.
Right. So to own their own home, at least they have to have at least 5 to 10 grand at a minimum.
Absolutely.
Depends on what price of the house.
That's right, it does.
Right.
So they put that down, and that's stage one. Then they sign up the paperwork, the legal paperwork,
Right.
which is explained to them by their own solicitor,
Right.
and then they're given the key.
Okay.
They move in.
And they move in. And what happens when they move in, Tony? So what they have to do?
Well, they act like an owner. They make the same payments that they
Right.
would make under a mortgage to a
Okay.
bank loan. They must look after the house
Right.
as if it's theirs. So if the water heater breaks down, they put a new one in.
Because they own their own home now.
That's right.
Can they
They're not tenant
renovation?
anymore.
Sorry about that. Yeah, can they renovate it if they want to make the house more value, clean it up, they paint it, they make it better?
They can paint it and they
Right.
can polish the floorboards. And some
Right.
people put new kitchens in because their brother-in-law is a cabinet maker.
Right. So it makes the house more value on it.
But not big jobs. We
Right.
don't want any rooms added on, or
Right.
extensions to a second story or anything like that.
Right.
Just small jobs.
Just one, right.
And then, of course, because they're acting like an owner, they pay the council rates and the water rates and the building insurance for the fire and water and so on.
Right.
So they continue to do that regularly on time for maybe 2 years, maybe
Right.
3 years. Most banks will say someone is creditworthy after 2 years of regular payments.
Right. So we got the showing of the after 2 years that every month we pay on time, every time.
That's right.
Then we give it to the bank. The bank look at it and say, yes, this person here, they got the good credit history, and now they actually can go to the bank and get the loan from the bank.
That's
Is
right.
that right?
That's right. So then we move into stage 3, which is the refinancing
Right.
with the loan from the bank. Now, the benefit of doing it this way, as compared with renting a house for 2 years and buying,
Right.
is that you agree with the owner on the price on day one.
Right. So the price is locked in.
Locked in.
Right.
Locked in.
So what happens if the capital, the price of the house gone up? Say we buy $400,000 now, and after 2 years they gone up to $460,000. Who benefit that?
The buyer benefits the
Right.
whole of the gain,
Right.
the whole of the increase. And you say, well, what about the owner? And well, the owner has benefited because instead of receiving $300 a week rent,
Right.
they will receive $500 a week in payments,
Right.
and they won't have to pay council rates, water rates, insurance, repairs, anything like that.
Right.
So the owner gets a big benefit and the buyer gets a benefit, and everyone's happy.
So it's just a win-win situation here, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So instead of the buyer have to keep renting and wasting money on rents every week, and they just have to go through this year, and they can own their own home, they make money on that as well as the owner.
That's right. They make money because they're buying the house instead of renting the house.
Right, so this is really, really good benefit on that one. Oh well, thank you very much, Tony, for taking the time to walk us through to this today. And if you need any more information about this, then just go and visit our website on www.realcat.com.au or call us on 0434 540 263. The number again is 0434 540 263.